Rosie Rose. But I don't want to talk about it.
Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Reactions Will Entice, and we're catching up with our girl Rosie. And as usual, she can't stay out of trouble for too long. And one of these girls gonna learn about the discords and the shenanigans with their so-called supporters, who a lot of them are actually just, as they say, buddy trolling and just getting into their good graces just so they could get access to them. One day we're gonna learn, but anyway, so much for that. Quirky had a little meltdown about one of her supporters, all called Gamer Girl. Hello, Gamer Girl. She should have red flag right there if she has the word girl in her name. But anyway, Rosie, she was sending her money, she was sending her gifts or whatever. So she sucked it up. She was a member. I think she was even a moderator on her channel. So, I mean, if you're, kissing up to Rosie, she's gonna let a lot of stuff slide. So apparently, she let a gamer girl get away with a lot, and it finally blew up with the discords. Amber with the discords, Rosie with the discords. I, I don't know why they all need a discord for what they do. Nothing. As if being online all day isn't enough. They need another channel to communicate with their air quotes supporters. I mean, a lot of them are pay pigs, but we'll just call them supporters for now. And as Rosie is known for, she throws up a word salad like I've not seen in a long time. And a lot of it is because it got exposed on a reactor channel, on Pulpy to be specific. So it was a whole interaction. So she decided to throw up. And this is the first of four she wrote down. So we're gonna go over a little bit. I can't read all of it because this is way too much, but you see it on the screen, so you can always pause and read it for yourself. But I'll just kind of go over some of the highlights of it. So we'll start with the first paragraph. So this is a whole slew of chats were made up on reactor streams. I received a DM about because she has her spies and everything. I'm exhausted. She's always exhausted by people's malicious intentions. Okay, girl. If you are confused, watch my most recent live. I believe while I was live, I assumed screenshots were taken, and I don't know if that's true, as I haven't seen proof of that yet. I want to correct that. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. The girl who's everything's offline and she won't talk about it, she has nothing to hide. Okay, girl. Anyways, I've decided I'm most likely not doing a members only live today. When in doubt, don't go live for your members. How people still pay for this is beyond me because y'all are the first people she'll kind of dick over when she's not in the mood. She'll do a live to the general public, no problem. But the members' lives are always questionable. I need a freaking breather, girl. You need oxygen. You need more than just a breather. You need oxygen in your system. The way your heavy breathing has been, girl. This BS is manufactured horse. And if you girl world, always girl world, we're always a problem. Not my viewers. A lot of your viewers are girl world. Like, don't get it twisted. If it wasn't for girl world, your numbers would not be what they are. So thank girl world for the attention. Can't see what I fear for your sanity. Our sanity is not the issue. I'll update if I change my mind. I don't know how sleep will affect my decision. Okay. I unfortunately watched the stream and saw the chat as much as I could handle. It's a chat. She's so dramatic. Like, all this stuff is online, and if you don't know what's going on and you just kind of just hear her speak, you would think this is like world changing, real life stuff going on. It's online chat. At the end of the day, turn off your Wi-Fi, turn off your apps, disconnect, and you wouldn't know any of this existed. Hello. I haven't engaged with this stuff for a long time, and oh wow, I'm stunned by how evil people are. It cleared up a lot for me because no one who's a genuine supporter of mine, flips on a dime, manipulates this well, this fast, and uses so much reactor lingo. Baby, her name was Reactor Girl, was Gamer Girl. What more do you need to know about it? I was the dumbass for believing gamers' experiences were something they shared with good intentions. My bad. But she was happy to get that coin though. Okay. She sent you the coin. You were like, okay, I'll take it. She, they, I think it's a girl, well, gamer girl. I think it might be a girl, but anyway, I'll say girl. If I'm wrong, y'all could correct me. I can appreciate Pulpy verbally saying to not engage in certain ways, but you sure as shit didn't mute this person. It's not his job to edit this. If the girl wants to talk, Pulpy's gonna go with it. Okay, calm down. Let's see the next one. I told you think I'm lying when I said it was a lot. She went in. Gamer, you lied to them in the chat. Several people saw you say you wanted to hire a PI to dox the accomplice of my stalker. I was mortified. At that point, I knew there was a chance this person was a troll, and I was doing everything I could to not give them a reason to run and do this S. They found the way anyways. All right. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna say something about Gamer Girl and any of y'all people that are buddy trolling and giving money. It's really not that serious. Why are we doing that much? The girls give us enough material on their own that we don't need to be touching the poo that close. Like it's a lot. Rosie's a mess. Gamer Girl's a mess. A lot of y'all are just messy. That's why I'm here for it, so don't stop. But y'all got money to waste if y'all are sending money to this girl and donating and giving stuff to her just to buddy troll her and get in to get more tea. And I mean, the tea ain't even that hot. So, like, why are we doing all of this? You know, I explained fully what happened. If Pulpy wants to continue playing stupid and act like I'm lying because he's never heard the phrase active listening in his life, that ain't my problem. Your inability to comprehend what's actively happening in front of you doesn't make me a liar. Girl, you're a liar. I clearly stated I was mortified by Gamer's dox attempt, and I tried to handle it diplomatically. Mm, okay. Again, it's not up to Pulpy to Pulpy's there to get in the tea and giving it out to Girl World. It's not his job to react and to like edit it, stop it, or anything like that. Unless there's a actual situation gonna happen. No, he's doing his job as a reactor, getting the tea and disseminating it to the community. Thank you, Pulpy. You looked so miserable reacting to me. You used to be entertaining even when I was pissed at what you said, but you were miserable to a point it was barely watchable. She got nerve. Have y'all ever raw dogged a Rosie stream for like hours and she wants to talk about how people look doing what they're doing? And Homegirl is sitting there in the chair, could barely breathe half the time and grunting and clicking her jaws when she's chowing down on that food. She wants to talk about someone's how they look miserable or when they're doing it live. Girl, I know you lying. Okay, let's see. Where did I live? I'm sorry. I keep going off. You look miserable reacting to me. You used to be entertaining. Da, da, da. If you're gonna reheat my nachos, girl, you got that from Jordy because he said they've in reactors have to reheat nachos so many times. So you are watching reactors. Again, the girls always give themselves away. So if you're gonna reheat my nachos for a living, make it freaking funny and try to be more transformative. Live sniping is so lazy, says the girl who sits in a rolling chair to cook in her kitchen. Calling somebody lazy? Projecting much, hun? Okay, yeah. After this, I want to be done with this fully. I don't really know what's about to happen because the most frustrating part is nothing scandalous was happening in the Discord. It's scary how Gamer operates. So why have the Discord? I'm trying to understand why are we having a Discord anyway? What is the point? Y'all don't chat enough in the chat on the live streams that you need to have a whole nother situation type deal on the back end to keep talking to each other more so you can keep like circle jerking each other. That's weird. Like, get a life. And then Remy Lee's in it too, which is that's just you know what, Remy Lee, boy, you're a weirdo too. Y'all fit. It makes so much sense why these two are together. They're both a mess. There's so much I could say, and I'm simply not because I have my own more okay and ethics I live by, and I'm not throwing around people's business. I'm not falling for the traps gamer has been setting for months. I'm not falling for the traps set by the people. So if you suspected something was going on, why would you sit there and still interact with Gamer Girl? Huh? Because you were getting stuff. That's why. Don't act like you're just this, above board, holier than now girly pop, because you're not. Okay, let's see. This whole situation is stupid. I'm sorry to my supporters. I'll see you when I see you. Gamer, grow the F up. You have enough happening in your life. This shouldn't be what you waste your energy on. Get it together and I guess it should have been stay the F away from me. Well, y'all are on Discord, she's not close to you, so what the hell? Listen to this. This is a good one. P.S. The effect of this new THC drink made me slur my speech way more than any other ones I've had because you're chugging it. Hello? Like, the dose is like, it's like a serving is like an ounce. And she just like free pours it into those cups at this point and just chugs it down. So, girl, what did you think was going to happen? And a lot of people were accusing me of mixing Ativan or even hypothetically stealing hypothetical painkillers my brother has never prescribed, was never prescribed. I didn't mix anything. I have such an extremely low amount of pills left. They're only used if I'm in a full panic attack and would not be when I'm live. I'm afraid of painkillers. I avoid them at all costs. These conspiracies have real life effects on real life people. I'm not just a freaking character. Okay, girl. Drama, drama, drama. She's always a victim of something. And you do take medication, supposedly, not just painkillers. So maybe mixing that much THC with whatever stuff you're taking does have an effect. Just saying, might not be painkillers. It could be something else. But it's also the amount of that stuff that you drink in one shot, in one sitting, and you just sit there and let it marinate in your system. So yeah, it's gonna have an effect. Let's see. Oh yes, this is let's keep going. Now we're talking. Let's talk about Levi a little bit. And watching these people get genuinely angry that I dared to ask my brother to put away the mashed potatoes I prepared for him because they needed to cool, and my body was on fire was insane. To sit there and see people fully paint me as a villain who's evil to my brother because I made soft food for him is something I can't wrap my head around. The ableism I witnessed today was disgusting. Both my brother and I are disabled and trying to work around that. Like, pay attention to how often I did something and then Pulpy says it didn't happen. I can't tell if it's intentionally malicious or flippant ignorance. And at this point, I don't care. He's the one that couldn't stay away longer than a month. Oh, girl, we need you, girl. And she loves to throw on this disability thing. We know about Levi's diagnosis. We know what's going on with Levi, but somehow he gets out, he goes to work, he drives, he does the yard work, he does chores around the house. He's functioning. You, on the other hand, you sit there and do nothing all day but complain and eat and cook and apparently open packages all day. That's it. Y'all are on two complete different ends of the spectrum. Somehow he comes out way more functional than you do. So don't lump him in with your air quotes disability because it ain't the same. And a lot of your disability is self induced at being like dang near 600 pounds. Girl, bye. Let's see. He's more like you couldn't stay away longer. This is a great reminder to me how mentally ill so much of Girl World is. and how much gets normalized. Watching how quickly Pulpy's chat swayed to placating this person and squeezed out more drama was disheartening to say the least. The hive mind group thing is something else. No, I wasn't in the chat. I didn't watch it. But Girl World as a whole has formulated their own opinions. I came to Rosie on my own. I've watched her stuff, raw dogged it, and also through reactors, and they all come to the same conclusion about who you are and what kind of person you are. A POS. Like that's not hive thinking. It's like anyone with rational thinking, functional adults can look at you, and if they've had any kind of world experience with horrible people, can see you're a horrible person. It's not. No one's being brainwashed to think that about you. It's not that serious. Okay, and then yeah, this is just from the chat that was included in it. And yeah, all these screenshots, I got this off of Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter at Reactions Will Entice on Twitter, I post all this stuff so you can see where I got it from and like all the sources and stuff like that. So please, if you don't mind, follow me on Twitter as well or X. That would be great. Thank y'all. And lest I'm a hater, I see her for who she is. The overconsumption and the package unboxing. Oh, we're gonna have to go over that. We're gonna have to go over this video because our anti-capitalist girly went in on these packages and boxes that she doesn't support capitalism, but a mountain of Amazon packages behind her says that's a lie. And then of course she had Levi have to help her clean up the mess that she made with it. And it's just we're gonna move on from that to our last screenshot and then we're gonna watch a little video. And this is just referencing the boxes thing because I saw this popped up while I was scrolling too. And instead of throwing stuff on the floor, yeah, because you see, she opens stuff up and she just drops it on the floor. I'm like, girl, who does that? Like, I've never opened up stuff and just threw it on the floor and just like left it. If I did that, immediately, like once I took the stuff out, I broke down the box or put the stuff in the garbage bag, whatever the case may be. Like, she literally just throws it on the floor, right? So this person says, instead of throwing stuff on the floor and making your hardworking brother pick it up, why don't you get a trash bag next to you and use it? Right? If you're gonna open a bunch of stuff, wouldn't you have, even if not a trash bag, there's a garbage can in the kitchen too. She was in the kitchen. She could have easily done that too, right? Of course, she's not gonna do it because Levi's her servant. Okay, so because we have a system and of course, because we have a system and my arm and hand issues were already inflamed, breaking down all the cardboard in real time would probably be too much. She said that meant it. Guys, her arms and hands were already inflamed. Did you see the excitement that she was in? She was like in ecstasy opening up these packages. She didn't have a care in the world when she opened them up. But now it's too painful for her to break down the cardboard box. If you can open it, you can break it down. It's cardboard. It's not wood. They're not pallets. They're not crates. It's cardboard. A scissor or a box cutter could have easily zip and at least flattened them down. That being said, systems can make improvements. And even if I can't break everything down, having a bag for the smaller loose stuff is actually a really good idea. Thanks for the idea. I'll see if it works. I'm I'll thanks for the idea. I'll see if it works for me. Girl, you're going to see if putting stuff in a garbage bag instead of on the floor works for you. I know she's lying. I know she's lying because I genuinely love to make it easier on my brother servant, and I truly hadn't thought of that. That says a lot right there. If she hasn't thought about that, like what she tore through those things like a Tasmanian devil, but she never said it never crossed her mind, hey, let me have a bag for this so that my brother doesn't have to then go around on the floor picking up all the bits and pieces to throw out. Her disabled brother, since she wants to talk about people being disabled. Okay, girl. Anyway, so let's go into the video. This is her talking about the Discord drama. It's like a couple minutes.
I have had an invite-only server couple weeks, few weeks. I don't remember exactly when we did it. It's fake drama for sure. um, I figured after what happened recently that I sussed out a buddy troll. Um, I knew it was a hazard. This one was a slow burn. Slow burn. So, um, yeah. I removed someone from the community after they asked to be removed because they were causing a lot of problems and being weird. And
Causing a lot of a Discord server online, typing stuff to each other, maybe voice chatting, baby videos, but it's mostly voice stuff. I'm like, I follow someone's Discord, and it's usually people typing mess and then going back and forth with each other. There should never be this much going on in Discord.
After months of spending money on me as like a paying member and like being a contributor and being a mod and all these things. So,
And again, gamer girl, you you ain't shit either. I'm sorry. Like, why would you do that? Like, go do something too. Like, she a mess. Y'all all messy for that. Like months. So I get being a member if because you want to watch the members. The members only stuff and that kind of. Okay, that's one thing because people do that. But you're like sending her money and then all of that. Like, that's too much. That's just really too much. It's not that serious. Like I said before, the girls provide enough material that we don't need to be doing all of that.
yeah, it is what it is. And point by point, the moment things got weird was when Gamer Girl came into my channel and was talking about trying to dox one of my biggest ops and hiring a private investigator, all of these things, and it freaked me the fuck out. And I told them that that was inappropriate. I don't do that shit here.
Her biggest ops. Girl, you sit in the house and cook and eat. You got ops. The main character syndrome of these girls is so mind-boggling. Like, girl, y'all are irrelevant. You're in the grand scheme of things, besides being entertaining to us, are wholly irrelevant people. But y'all got ops. Okay.
That is not, we're not making a Discord to attack the people that do this shit to me. I am nothing like them. And I handled it as gently as I could in the hopes that it was someone being overprotective. From that moment, actually, before that, they posted weird screenshots of me from videos. That was my first red flag. And then, but I sat and I waited. There's witnesses to this shit. It is not just me. There's about, I don't know, only 25 of us because I was very selective. And I'm sorry if you're one of my genuine supporters and I have not,
Genuine support. Genuine supporters. I think the number of genuine supporters is very low. You have content people that like your content, and those supporters are typically people that are into that certain specific either kind of content that you produce. Very specific brand of content, we'll say.
like, been able to contact you directly or invite you or not have the ability to do that. But there were certain people I asked because I wanted to avoid what's happening right now. What happened after that? What did I leave off of? Oh yeah, the big thing. And then from there was multiple situations that were just weird. And I was busy. I was literally in a business meeting, and I get a message. One of my other server members was like, "Yo,
Girl, business meeting. What kind of business you doing? She always wants to sound so important. Like, what kind of business are you doing? You gonna do another documentary? That's gonna be a 30-second clip or never air again or what? Oh, she throws around like, I was in a business meeting. Okay, she's a very VIP girly pop.
Oh, like someone said this in a way that was body shaming, that was inappropriate. I thought you wouldn't want this in your server, and I wanted to let you know. And I said, okay, thank you. And I private messaged them because there was a separate conversation that happened in the server about what was said. And in regards to trying to dox people that do that shit to me, because I don't fucking play that. And I tried to handle that super diplomatically.
Get him, girl. She's like, I don't fucking play that. And the award for best performance goes to Rosie Lynn Reed in the Discord files. Girl, shut up.
Because I want to avoid this right now. I don't want this. This manufactured drama, this bullshit that is meant to design for people to come here and go, oh my God, what's the tea? It was to avoid this. So for Gamer Girl to come into my channel, say that, acting weird beforehand, we get to the point where we had that where I was like, hey, no, but I was very careful because I did not want to disrespect her. I did not want to cause any whatever. She like just kind of ghosted and acted really weird for a few days and came back with a completely different energy. We ended up talking it out in Discord when I was finally able to get them to like communicate with me even just like a little bit about whatever the hell was going on, because all of this is a waste of my time. All of this is drama that I don't want to be a part of. And
A waste of her time. Girl, you don't do anything. You have time. I mean, I don't know how much time you have on Earth, but during your daytime, you got time. There ain't nothing else going on. You ain't doing nothing. What are we talking about? She's so busy with business meetings. Okay.
again, I'm just trying to handle it in the best way I know how. So I told her anything moving forward we could talk to about privately. The fucking crackhead comment happened, and then I messaged her privately and just said, hey, you don't even need to delete it. Just rewrite the comment. This word is considered offensive to people. There are people who have lost addicts in their lives. There are people who have experienced body dysmorphia, who experience issues with food, that is really harmful for, and that's not what this space is. So, like, can you just edit it? Just reword it. She said, sure, no problem. Within 30 minutes, she's on my public server. After I took it to her privately. And then she threw a fit about leaving. Then, when she didn't get the reaction she wanted, it was wild. The entire experience was wild. And she asked to be removed as a mod, so I did. I muted her, and she wanted to leave the server, which was what she said prior, so she did. There's your entertainment. Can we please move on?
So anyway, that's that for the Discord drama. I'm sure there'll probably be some more stuff to come, but that's what we have so far. We'll keep an eye. I'll keep my eye posted to see what else happens. But again, all of this is on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. If you follow me there, we can catch up and you can see all of the sources and read it for yourself and see some more comments I posted about it. I would love to talk to y'all there if you're on that platform. And thank you again for stopping by and spending some time with me as you catch up on our Rosie. So all y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.